In every moment, you have two choices. Will you freeze in fear and continue starring as the victim in your story? Or will you choose a new ending and become the star of your reality? Today's message is all about creation. Welcome, beautiful star beings. Thank you for joining me for the very first episode of Galactic Mermaid Magic with Meagan Mermaid, where we dive deep into all things manifesting, mindset, law of attraction, and more. I'm Meagan Mermaid, and I am a mermaid mindset coach and galactic guide, and I am here to help you heal your heart and manifest your dream life with the magic of the mermaids of Sirius. If you'd like to sign up for one-on-one coaching so that you can become the star of your reality and step into the highest version of you, you can find that link in the description or visit my website at meaganmermaid.com. And if you like this message, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe so all magical beings know that they are the star of their reality and they are the artist of their fairy tale life. So what is creation? Well, first you have to understand that you are a conscious creator. As a conscious creator, you have the power to show up in any way that you like. And when you learn that your thoughts are creating everything, the whole game changes. So let's take a step back and first learn about the creator, because if we're a creator, we've got to come from something, right? And in mermaid consciousness, we call this infinite source or infinite self. And it's the creation, the life force of everything. And in this matrix where we are actually holograms. We are created by infinite self to become the creator of our own life. There's two important things that you must know about creation. The first is the law of attraction. And the law of attraction states that you magnetize or you attract what it is that you are. If you are embodying joy, if you are embodying worthiness, if you are embodying this feeling of love for yourself because you are love, you are that, everything that I am, then you're going to be a match for what the mermaids call your fairy tale life. The law of assumption states that when you create your request, when you put it into the universe, everything is already done. The power of your imagination is what brings it through. So if you can visualize something, if you can actually imagine what you would like, whatever your desired outcome is, there is already a version of you in quantum reality that is living this out. But in order to step into that, you have to become that vibration. It's all about taking responsibility for the fact that our thoughts are creating our reality. It begins with our thoughts, which emit feelings, create feelings in our body, which then become a vibration that magnetizes things to us. And this doesn't mean that we can't feel any emotion. I don't want you to get this confused to where if you feel sad or if you feel hurt, that feeling is going to block your manifestation. And I'm going to link a video above that talks all about how feeling your feelings is totally necessary for manifestation. But for now, what you want to understand is that when you take responsibility that every thought you are thinking is creating your reality, you take back control of your life. You become what is called the artist of your fairy tale life. You design it. The mind is a barren landscape and it's ready to be filled with all of the possibilities. It's time to stop playing small and it's time to stop letting your mind go on autopilot. If you're not in control of your thoughts, and by now you know this, you came to this video because you want to create something. You have this dream in your heart. In order to bring that into being, in order to manifest that dream, you got to figure out what's going on in your mindset. Let go of those limiting beliefs that you can't have what you want, because if you're not vibrating with that, you can do affirmations all day long. You can say your prayers, your meditations. You can say 500 times a day, money comes to me easily. I'm a millionaire, this and that. I have my specific person, whatever your your particular thing is, your desire that you want, if you're not radiating with joy and overflowing with love for yourself, and if your worthiness meter is not up on full blast, you can't receive it. You can't. It's just not possible because you attract what you are. Taking back control of your thoughts means identifying the limiting beliefs that have been running on autopilot and correcting them, adjusting them by empowering new beliefs, affirmations, scripting, whatever techniques help you to become aware and identify that programming that's been running, and then shifting it to a more empowering way of viewing the world. Connect with your self-care practices and do what it takes to love yourself and to become worthy. If you want to manifest your dream life, which is absolutely 100% possible, you've got to become your best friend, your biggest fan, and your head cheerleader. You can't be looking at yourself, comparing yourself to others, or talking in the mirror with self-doubt and negative talk and think that you are going to be that which you want. You got to love yourself here first, and then you got to do the work. In mermaid consciousness, there's 3 steps for the process of creation: self-love, self-forgiveness, and self-mastery. This whole process is how to heal your heart and become the master of your mindset. You got to have that self-love, and you got to forgive yourself for those times that you shift back. Because what happens in conscious creation is that there's this process where you put your order into the universe and then you wait and see what happens. That's when you got to step back and you got to focus on feeling good. You got to surrender. And in that time, if you react to your external reality, that external reality is past thoughts. It's showing you the proof of the previous limiting beliefs. So you can look at it and you can start to take data, look at it with your detective hat, like you're a scientist, but you don't want to react to it. Because if you're reacting to it, you're continuing to affirm what it is that you don't want. It takes some time to get this process right. So what you want to do is every time you do react to an external factor, an external trigger, every time that you say something or you complain about something, rather than judge yourself and think like, oh my God, I had a feeling. Oh my God, like I said this thing, like, is my manifestation still on schedule? Breathe. Love yourself, forgive yourself, come back. Self-love, self-forgiveness, self-mastery. The self-mastery comes by continuing to forgive yourself, show up, and shift back to love. And guess what? It never ends, but it gets easier and it gets better because in this matrix that we're in, we are governed by certain laws of the universe. And when we start to understand these laws, when we start to work in harmony with these laws, then we become a much more equipped player in this game. And we can start to bend reality to become whatever way that we want it to become. We have, as human beings, over 60,000 thoughts a day. And most of them go by so quickly that we're not even aware of them. Many of them happen on a subconscious level, in our sleep, or when we're just so unaware of what's happening. We'll talk about this in later videos of how to identify those limiting beliefs. But when you become present to the fact that you're always thinking and you're always manifesting, then you can start to take back the reins of this horse rather than it just going wild and you just getting random manifestations based on what's already happened or based on what you're thinking. You take back this control. It starts with realizing, hey, I'm a conscious creator. I'm creating this. Everything that I see outside of me is a reflection of me. Every person is a reflection of me. Every situation is a reflection of me. So if I'm a victim, what's going to happen? All those unwanted situations, they're going to keep on coming and keep on coming because the neurons, when they fire together, they wire together. Our thoughts are creating these patterns, this programming, just like a computer. Taking back control means that you're aware of this and you start to notice. You start to put good feeling thoughts in your mind. You start to listen to affirmations and to positive things. And when you see something that you don't like in your external reality, rather than reacting to it, you look at it and say, wow, okay, what's going on here? What is this telling me about my current way of thinking? What is this telling me about my belief system? What needs to change? What do I need to script about? What do I need to shift so that what I want is going to start being reflected back? The thought part is really big, and then the self-love part is really big, because then once you start telling the universe how you want things to be, how people treat you, you got to make sure that in that time you're working on your self-love by what is called self-care. And self-care is not just bath bombs and pedicures. Self-care is asking yourself in every moment, what do I need to do to feel better, to feel good in this moment? Sometimes it's going to be easy, like, oh, I need a nourishing meal. I need to go out in nature. I need to wash my face or go to bed early or journal. And sometimes you're going to be working through something big, because as you're letting go of those old limiting beliefs and those old timelines, there's a grieving process that takes place. And sometimes you got to grieve for the suffering and the pain that's real that was created from believing those limiting beliefs. And so in those moments, self-care is going to be crying it out or holding yourself or just making yourself feel really comfortable while you have a feeling that needs to come through. If you can start to master these first two things of creating your reality by taking responsibility for your thoughts and by loving yourself so much that your worthiness meter is at full blast and you're a match to receive them, oh wow, you're going to be so far on the journey. And the way that you do that, again, we learned in the 3 steps, is the self-love, self-forgiveness, and self-mastery. It just keeps on going up higher and higher and higher every level. Creation is all about imagination. If we can dream it, we can be it. And when we can imagine and visualize it and feel it in our body, the feeling state is what will take us there. I want you to take some time and get into your body and feel, what would it feel like if you were already the highest version of you? What would you be doing? When you wake up in the morning, what would your life look like? Where would you live? Who would be around you? What would your day-to-day activities be? What would you be eating? Imagine the greatest possible outcome and then feel into your body. What would it feel like to be living your fairy tale life? Would you be worrying about lack or worrying about if your specific person is into you or this and that? Or would you be thinking thoughts of that highest version of you who already has those things, who's already living it? So if you can put your mindset into the thoughts of that highest version of you, and if you can feel into your body and imagine that you're already there, the universe is listening. It hears you. It feels that. And then it's going to go to work to begin to orchestrate that in your external reality. So if you're interested in learning more about how you can create your fairy tale life and to become the star of your reality through personalized coaching, you can find that link in the description below, or you can visit meaganmermaid.com. And also I'm offering galactic readings if you're interested in connecting with your star family, learning more about your energetic blueprint and your divine purpose. And make sure that you sign up for the mailing list at meaganmermaid.com as well. I am launching my very first course, the Mermaid Mindset Makeover, which is a 44-day mindset makeover of empowerment and self-love to heal your heart and manifest your dream life. And when you sign up at meaganmermaid.com, you're going to get the 44 mermaid empowerment mantras to get you started affirming that new reality as the artist of your fairy tale life. So thank you so much for joining me, beautiful star being. May you have a magical, blissful, and beautiful day. And remember that you are the artist of your fairy tale life. Till next time, galactic wishes and mermaid kisses. XOXO. Meagan Mermaid.